What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Tide Live podcast. And today, back again with another episode of Let's Get to Know Your Nail Tech. And the reason why I bring these nail tech onto my show is that I've been following these nail techs, y'all, and they put in the work. And I know they have a lot of passion. And when I say they, I'm not just talking about everyone in the industry. I am specifically talking to the one and only nail bender. This man right here, he be putting the work. I mean, if you know him, you know his artwork and his passion and how he educate the next generation nail tech. How you doing today, sir?
I'm good. I'm good.
I want to say thank you very much for taking the time to join me. And, we're going to just share a little story to get to know one another a little bit more. And, let the fans out there understand who's the nail bender really is. So how do you start doing nails, man? Like, how do you get into the industry? Is this something you always wanted to do? Or what pushed you to this industry?
I feel like that's something that you and me kind of relate. I feel like we kind of low key started in the same journey, right? I started nails like 10 years ago. I say well maybe 10, 11 years ago. I think some Vietnamese folks took me in, trained me, started with petties, just like most Asian folks, right? And then you start to get better and better, then you move on. And that's just how I got into the industry. And then you started liking it, and I started noticing that I was good with clients. So clients was building up super fast. So I was able to notice that, dang, like I'm actually good with people, you know? That's how it started.
And then from there you just kind of go on. So I know that's how you find your passion, but like give me a little glimpse of like what is that old nail bender used to look like starting out as a rookie doing
Whew.
pedicure and learning the craft. I mean, didn't you get any moment where you got yelled at or discouraged and you just got to push yourself through?
Yeah, for sure, man. Definitely. You get like the bosses over your head, like over your shoulder, just about looking at you. You better not mess up. And then, you get clients coming back and complain. Yeah, I'll go to the boss, but I won't go to him. I feel like you understand how that feels, right?
Absolutely.
So
It's
come
not
out of that.
it's not very fun to start out anything because like you got
Right.
to learn how to follow the direction, and that's hard for a lot of people. Go on, bro.
For sure, for sure. But bro, like to be honest, it's been a long journey. You talking about something how I started, that's long time ago.
Now, at what point and how long did it take you to realize, like, you know what, I want to have my own salon? Because right now, a little glimpse about yourself, like, what are you doing right now as a whole besides content creator and nail educator? Tell me about your business right now.
So I currently, I own Bliss Nail Bar for about 8 years now, 8.5 years.
Nice.
We killing it. We have a good, talented team, right? I feel like most people kind of somewhat know us, right? And yeah, I mean that's just, I had the salon for about 8 years, and I'm very team oriented. So everything is team, and we got better. We got more goals next year. As I'm trying to bring on the team to educate.
Okay.
If people wants to elevate,
Okay.
we right here. You got good environment around you.
Now tell me from the beginning of being that nail tech you are converting into that ownership, like where do you get that inspiration of like this is how I want my team to be, this
Right.
is how I want my salon to be? Like where did that transition come through?
So to be honest, so back in the days, right, you get to deal with different type of bosses and owners, right?
Right.
So there's a lot of little things that you might like that you might not like. There's a
Right.
lot of things that you can learn from, and there's a lot of things that you might not like, and that's it just makes you a better boss in a way. So you,
Absolutely.
you get to able to understand people a little bit more.
Right.
So the goal is to be the best as I could as a boss, right? To really understand your environment and the people. Some you gotta care about people. I think that's just what it is to be a good boss. Some people might fight through mental problems, like family issues, but I do my best to be there for the team as
Right.
much as I can, but still gotta be boundaries, you know.
Right. I hear
Yeah,
you, man. Because like as an owner, we want to do great all the time. Like we always put ourselves in the staff's shoes because
right,
we used to be one, and we want to make sure that we fill those gaps for them, so that they didn't have to go through what we went through. Am I right?
right.
And that's just what being a true like caring owner is all about. So how do you go about recruiting like team members now, bro? Like I know you have this vision about like, okay, this is who I am as an owner. How do you go about recruiting staff, knowing that hey, there might be beginner, there might be veteran, they might have one. Being an owner is a different ball game. You're not just doing nail, you're managing people, bro. So how do you go about that?
The difference between me and I say other people is like I give people chances, right? So a
Right.
lot of people, how I make this a team is that I give people. It's like so when the people have the heart wanting to do nails,
Yeah.
but they're not good, I always give them a chance. I'm always right there with them.
No.
So the difference between me and the other owners is that they wouldn't give them a chance, right? So, but one thing they don't understand is that once they become somebody, you're going to be that person that influenced them in their lifetime. So why not be that good influence in their life? Like,
Right.
despise if they go on and do their own thing, but you are the part of their journey.
I when you mentioned you're part of the journey, I remember that's how I feel when I manage my salon too, dude. Like you put yourself, you give them everything. So
Right.
as you see your staff start growing, you're proud of yourself. How do you? And this is probably the hardest question of any owner. Is like, how do you deal with people moving on, growing for themselves? Because I get butt hurt, bro. That's just me. Like sometimes because I put so much effort into it, and you want the best for them, but at the end of the day, it's like, man, it does hurt just to see them leave too because you put so much effort in. You know what I mean?
Everybody got to move on. Like, I wouldn't be where I am, if I stayed and being content. So you got to move on somehow, bro. You just we just have to learn to let go and just wanting to say, hey, if you do it, I hope you're nothing but the best and kill the game.
Right. Now any advice how you can walk away? Because I know being a nail tech, I walk away multiple times with. I used to work for
Yes.
my sister. I work for my brother, and sometimes the hardest part is letting them know, like, "Hey, I want to move on." I mean, what advice you can give anybody? Like, what
You
is the
know, the
route?
best advice, bro, keep it business. That's the best advice I can give everybody. Keep everything business. Back in the days, I treat everybody like family. And I felt like at one point it was too close, right? We treat each other like brothers and sisters, but you get your feelings hurt, right? Like you said, you don't feel good when shit goes down.
Yeah.
But if you just set that boundary in the first place, just keep it business, feelings won't get hurt as much. Would
No,
you say so?
I agree with you, man. Because like to me, I think it's always important to be transparent. You know,
Right.
you just got to keep it 100. Like, hey, man, if I'm gonna move on to do something, just be real with it. I feel like sometimes, but it's hard for everybody to be real too
Be
at that
real.
moment.
Exactly. It's hard
And
for
that's
people to be
it's
real.
hard, because it,
Yeah.
it takes a lot of guts. It takes a
Yep.
lot of like credibility, to be honest, to really
Hmm.
like, step in, and be like, hey, man, I appreciate this, I appreciate that, and it's time for me to grow. I mean, to be honest, any good leader, myself, you probably be very happy for them to move forward, right?
Yeah.
In the salon business, but it's how they
How you
move
do
on.
is how you move on, my guy. Is
Is
how
how
you
you
move
move
on.
on. Am I right?
Yes. Yes.
Because man, I faced that, bro. Like I had staff who cut me off, and till today, like I mentioned, they still call you later on today when they realize, like when they got more mature, when they
A lot
finally
of it's ego. It's
Yeah,
ego. Ego kills people. It really do.
it does. It does. And you know, I know social media plays a big part of that too.
Yeah.
You've been doing social media for a long time, Sean,
You've
and
been watching me, bro. I know we've been friends on social media for a
for
long
quite a year,
time.
and I
Yeah.
finally have this opportunity to really talk to you. How do you go about it, man? The cloud. How do you go about, you know, maintaining your self-esteem so where you don't get over yourself?
One thing is I feel like I always had it. I always work hard. I don't need nobody's validation really. Like I'm a post regardless what you're gonna I don't care about the audience. Which I appreciate the audience. I love you guys, but
But
I
we know
don't
what you mean.
yeah, I don't need to look for it because I know what I'm worth. I know what I am. I know what I'm capable of, you know. I don't need really nobody's validation. Um I have a family.
Mhm.
Family keep you grounded. I
Yeah,
have a wife. I have a wife upstairs that's gonna put me in check if I start acting any type of way. Like clout can't get to me. Like they just can't.
I like that, man. And that's hard to do. That's hard to do
Yeah. I
because
mean, I think moving, being grateful, right? Just like recently, I have a lot of good things going on with my life, right? So I'm very excited. Very optimistic, right? Yes, I'm gonna do this and do that. Then I have a wife that literally checked me, just saying, "Hey, you have to live the moment and just be grateful what you have now because you're constantly looking for the future. You're not really what is it? You're not really experiencing the moment right now. So, stay, had to she had to ground me a little bit. And there was more to it, but overall that just,
I
that's just what she did.
I agree with her 1,000% because sometimes we get caught up just chasing, you know,
One
and
thing,
we
one
miss
thing
out
is
what we have.
one thing is that you just have you need real ones around you. You know, some people don't have real ones around you to check you, right? So when cloud get into your head, you have everyone else hyping you up. Yeah, yeah. And then that's where ego comes in. That's where it's a
Uh,
dangerous thing, bro. That's why
it is.
you need to have real ones around you. Be like, hey, tone it down a notch. And
No, ain't that the truth though? So man, you know, how with your business right now, your sensation on online, is it hard to recruit employees or they just look for you because they see you doing so well, they want to be a part of your team? I mean, how's that all
it's
about?
easier now. It's definitely easier now. Back in the days, it was hard, right? So you're starting a business and not everybody believe you. So now you make a name out of yourself. Like, wow, okay, everybody's on Sean's team is okay. They doing something.
Yeah. And
So
and go ahead, bro.
So now it's a little bit easier to recruit people. So now I can be kind of choosy, picky, you know.
What is your standard of your salon like compared to, like, you know, we they people always mention about chop shop.
I have no I have no standard, as long as the
Yeah.
nails don't lift, right?
Hmm.
Because like I said, I teach workshops.
Yeah.
I can get people right, but the thing is, the difference between other shops and my shop is that we give people opportunity. Like when we get new people, Bliss is like a family, right? So people kind of knows like who's new and who's not. So when they come in, if they want to give that new person a chance, they know most likely it's not going to be perfection, right? But
Right.
that's why we have this. It's like a culture at Bliss right now.
No,
People care for us. The city care for Bliss. So they gave us chances. Like I said, if anything happens, I'm always here to back it up. I'm willing to do the fixes for free, and I got my team in the end of the day. That's the difference.
that's nice, man. I bet you working for you, I bet you the staff probably learn a lot from each other because it's like
But
imagine just one lift after another, you know, just motivating.
right, because in the end of the day, I want to motivate, even though they make a mistake, all my people, they care. So I don't need to force them to care. when a mistake happens, they
They
want
care.
to be better, so they
Yeah.
learn. They'd be like, you know what? Let me do something different so it doesn't lift anymore. So like, I don't have to be like, hey, you better do better, like, you know, what my bosses did to me back in the days.
Yeah.
I don't need to. You just have to care for people with love, you know, like just motivate.
Man, this guy's like speaking mirror to mirror with me right now, you know, because that's how I talk too. Like, it's all about keeping that positive vibe going, you know. I see your sensational art, bro. And sometimes I just say, wow, when I see you draw what you drew on the nails. How do you get there, bro? Like, what advice you can give anyone of,
Oh,
like, how do you get that art down so well, you know? And how to do it so fluently.
it's definitely experience like consistency, right? I do it every single day, 7 days a week, bro. Remember when I didn't have kids? When I didn't have kids, I have three now, but when I didn't have kids, I used to work 7 days a week to get my business up there, right? 7 days a week, 3, 4, probably 5 years. 3, 4, 5 years, 7 days, 6, 7 days. So no life, man. But like I said, I that's how you get here.
Man, that's
But
hard.
but you know, one thing is that what changed my life, right, was Nail Dad. Nail Dad brought me into the industry with educating, right? So when he brought me in, he showed me the whole new world. That's when I started meeting all the big artists, right? Before I was good at what I do,
Mm-hmm.
but my mind wasn't opened, right? I didn't know nothing. I was just a small local nail tech. And then he showed me this new world, right? So then I met Tino. So you asked me, how did you get so good? And da da da. Like, Tino is my guy and forever be my guy, right?
We need to get Tino on the show too.
Oh, we do need to get
Shout out
Tino.
to Tino.
We love Tino.
Hell yeah. Go on, bro.
But just even being assisting next to Tino and Vina and Nail Dad for multiple classes, you know, it just that just changed your life right there. You gotta understand, me as a rookie, just like everyone else, you have Nail Dad. I remember exactly in Chicago, I was sitting there outside at a at the table, just like 11 o'clock with Tino, Vina, and Nail Dad, and they just like, you know, Shawn, you're here for a reason. You're here for a reason. And I that was what, like 3, 4 years ago.
Wow.
But the- you know,
And look at you now, bro. Look at you now. I mean, 3 kids, salon owner, nail educator, content
right.
creator. Where do you find all the time, bro? Tell me.
You
Where do you
don't have
squeeze
time.
in all the time in doing all of that?
No, and you don't have time because something like there's stuff is still slacking, and for me is family. I'm not here enough. And definitely, and you got the wifey complaining I don't spend enough time. I guess any workaholics will experience that, right? Any successful person, yes, I bet, bro. We get it.
Mm-hmm.
But things gotta change, bro. Like I said, things have to change. Like, I don't work my ass off for 10, 11 years straight to keep working, right? So, but
Nope.
the thing is, still got to keep the passion, right?
Right.
You just got to work smarter, right? I can preach all I want, but I'm not living.
It's hard. It's hard, bro. I know what you mean because the passion is there, but whatever we work for, we want to have an exit route. And the
Right,
exit route, not because we don't want to do this no more. The exit route is just that peace of mind where we know that if we can just walk away for a minute without thinking about it, it's still gonna be there.
right,
You know, that's all we want. But to get
right.
to that phase right there,
Takes
it takes
time.
time. It takes
It,
time.
it takes
It takes a
time.
lot of fucking grinding, dude. You know what I mean? And a lot of argument, a lot of everything, bro. I mean,
Oh,
this road that we are walking on is not an easy road, man. And just chatting to you, man, just put a little tears to my eyes, just thinking about myself too, because it's almost like we have the same path, but just we in a different area, you know, we both facing the same thing. That's why I let go of my salon business, bro, is because sometimes I had this passion like you where I want to help people, you know, but sometimes I come to realize like you can only do so much for people, and the rest, do they even care what you do for them is another story.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
and I
That's
let
just
go of
life,
that, bro.
bro.
I just
I think
let go of that. Yeah.
that's why we have to just look at things like just do things without wanting anything in return. And that's what another thing is setting boundaries, right? It just
Yeah.
for me, that's just how I move right now. I'll do what I do for someone. I just do it, but I don't expect anything in returns. I don't move like that. Because you
It,
know what it is? Universe always come back to you, bro. I'm blessed.
it is.
Okay? I'm
It is.
fucking blessed. Nobody it's just what it is. Just be a good person, bro. That's all. Just be a
I
good person.
do, man. I mean, I think, you know, talk about ownership. I think we can go on for days and night talking about this subject. It's just hard losing anybody that, you know, you like. And it's just, I think that's the hardest part that I can't deal with. And that's why I'm like so blessed that, man, I
I
just
can
fuck.
deal with. I can deal with it.
That's why you the owner, bro. You see me, I'm just making content, take care of my kid, because now it's like, okay, I can deal with that shit. Because if I can't deal with that, then I shouldn't even have kids at all.
Bro, I think when I had kids, really just stopped giving a fuck about a lot of things.
That's
You
true,
know,
though. That's
back in
true.
the days when the things that really mattered to me, I get so worked up over friendship and this and that because we people pleasing. Bro, I got too many goddamn kids to be worrying about nobody's problem or issues. Like, bro, if and bounce, peace.
No, ain't that no? That's the truth, bro. That's speaking facts. Like once you have a family, your family comes first, and you know if your family ain't bothering you, nothing else bothers you.
I'm in peace, bro. We at work.
No,
I'm
for real.
happy and smiling. I'm like, yeah, today's a good day.
You know, sometimes my wife be asking me like, "How come you keep booking clients on your day off?" I tell you know I like this client, but deep down inside, you know, it's an escape to get out of the house, man. It's an escape to
Hey,
get out of the house.
and that's another thing that, you know, I'm fortunate, right? I'm fortunate that I'm able to this is my passion. So when I go to work, it doesn't feel like work. So
Nice. Yeah.
that's one thing about me and my wife, you know, is I know what she do, you know, the wifey do for the family and stuff. Like I'm out here working, it's a passion and it doesn't feel like work. I'm creating contents, I'm doing crazy nails, people praising you to do badass nails. So then, like I said, man, you know, like the wifey really you need people like that in your life, you know. You gotta
It's a
appreciate
blessing.
that.
It's a blessing, man. You know, I can't do without my wife, and you can't do without your wife, and it's a blessing already. Anything more, it's just a cherry on the top.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
You know, because if you really just take a pause of
Yeah.
your life right now and look around you, man, we have everything we need, bro. Everything. You know,
And that's what I feel like people and that's what I feel like people need to do that more often is take a pause and really look at your life and just be grateful about everything that's happening.
for real.
There's people out here dying and young. We out here wake up the next day, do what we do and doing
And
the
that's why
stuff
we
that
do
we
what we do
love,
is
right?
because we want to give back to the nail community. I bet you always put yourself in other people's
Yeah.
shoes. Like, man, when I first starting out, I was like the outlaw. Like, nobody would help me. I just had to learn this on my own. So, I mean,
Right.
for me, we're making these content. It's
Right.
not just about building our business. It's really giving back to the next generation to let them know, like, hey, we care about you, and if we can do it, you can do it. And we need more people like you and yourself out there, you know, because when you really
Right.
look at the content creator world, there's only a few of us out there that's really popping. The rest kind of like just mellow out. You know what I mean?
It's harder now. I
It is.
feel like social media is It's harder now. I feel like social media is harder for people. That I
It's
realize
very
that.
hard. It's very hard because you know
Do you
a
think
lot of the
so or
people have very first of all low self esteem. I always tell people who give a damn what people think about you, but the number one thing is people do care about how they feel, how people react to them. And sometimes I feel like maybe they're not hungry enough, to really put themselves out there. Because yeah, I remember
You
when I
gotta
put
have thicker
myself out
skin,
here,
right?
I tell to myself like you gotta have thick skin. Like this is like your livelihood at one point in your life to get your business where you need to be.
Right.
So what's next for you, Shawn?
Right. What's next? What's next? Well, the workshop is doing amazing. I'm very blessed with the workshop that's going on right now. This year was my first year doing it on my own,
Tell
and
me about the workshop.
I'm
I mean, I,
thriving.
I think
You
there's a
know,
lot of people who watch us and they would love to hear a little bit more like what you do at the workshop. What do they get out of it and how they can get with you on that, man?
to be honest, my whole life. I mean, since I started, when like I was popping on social media,
Yeah,
timing was always my strong point, right? But nobody knows because I don't promote it. And it's not something I brag about. Like, but now I feel like, why not inspire the next generation? Why not inspire people and let people that, hey, it is possible to get the timing down?
gotcha.
And I was able to, I figured it out. And this year, workshop by workshop, I I figured out how to
Mm.
release the information. And every workshop is a
You
learning
you get
experience for
better
me,
and better every time.
because and
Yeah.
that just being real. So the turnout every workshops is better and better, and the survey and the reviews is getting better and better because
Nice.
I pay attention to these things. And you just gotta work on yourself, and that's why you have a good team behind your back. I have real ones around me that care for me, that care about my workshop. So they want me to do a good job. They're very aware of the classroom. And let's say that something I say that got people's attention and they feel like, oh, they might learn something from here. We talk about these things when we're at dinner. They'd be like, hey, Shawn, when you said this, those students like jumped out of their seats that they really interested. Maybe you should get to that,
Nice.
like hit that point even more. So see, I just feel like everything, bro, everything is a team
There's
thing,
no
bro.
I
You
in
can't
team.
do everything on your own. That's what I'm saying. And I got people that truly care for me and they want me to succeed. That's the difference. So, like I said, that's another
Wow.
blessing.
Blessing on blessing, man. But that's because Shawn, he does do good stuff for people, man. This man put 100% his passion into the industry, and you can see it. And he's a living proof. So if anyone who feel discouraged or who wanna be a nail artist and just not good enough, don't give up because, like I said, the reason why I brought Shawn on this show is because I know he is a living proof. He's a nail artist. He's still making content till today, showing a lot of love to the community and also an educator. So it's like I can go on and on. You see what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen? So, Shawn, what's your favorite brand right now that you like to use? Not to throw any brand under the bus, but we always have our favorite. I mean, that's just real to real.
PLA, baby. PLA, baby.
They do have a
You
good
already
line.
know. Listen, they do. And products is amazing. And we have big projects coming up in the
Nice.
future.
I can't wait to hear more about it. It seems like it's a little secret right there. Hand over
Yeah.
hand.
Yeah, I don't want to go too much.
But
Maybe
hey,
I'm not
stay
even
tuned
supposed
so
to
you guys
talk
can get
about it. I
more
don't
about it.
know.
How about that?
Yeah. But like I said, man, I just want to work for a good team. I love the organization, and I think you already know
Yeah,
this. I saw you there a couple of
great
days
vibe.
ago. You can feel the vibe.
Awesome, man. Yeah,
Okay,
they
I
they
fuck
have
with
great
PLA.
vibe. Good CEO, good team, good atmosphere, everything. Very very thoughtful in a lot of things. So
Yes, and I don't want to go too deep into it, but just a beautiful, amazing organization, man. Like proud. I give Michelle a lot of props.
now,
Shout out to Michelle.
how long does it take you to do some of these nails, man? These extravagant, crazy designs. Let's really talk about that.
So
Yeah, let's talk about
let's talk
that.
about nails, okay? Okay. So like I want to start talking about, these nails. I've been doing these long ass
Yeah.
nails with crazy design for a long time, right? And you get better and better and you get faster and faster, right? Because that's just how I am as a person. So back in the days, I
Yeah.
don't have a lot of long nail clients. So what I do is I charge $50 and get models in, be like, hey, let me do long nails on you. Just give me like $40 or 50. So what that did for me was I spent 4 or 5 hours with them, and then that will promote for my future, right? So
Right.
then I get more clients that come in. But it's low key, almost
Yeah.
like you have to invest in yourself, right? A lot of people nowadays is money driven. So nobody will, I don't think, ever invest into anything. They'd be like, well, I'm
Right.
worth this. You're gonna give me this money. So
Mm-hmm.
that's a whole different mentality also. But that's where I become what I am right now. My long nail clients is out of the hook. People wish they had my type of clients, but I
Yeah.
work for that. You can see that's the difference. It took
Right.
years to build that type of clientele. Um, but yeah, man, now I say 2, 3 hours, because my skills getting better and better, year by year. So I'm getting faster and faster. So just even like me, guys, I'm not perfect. And I'm just like, there's always a way to be
Right.
faster, but you gotta
Right.
push that limit, right? And there is people that constantly just be, oh, I'll take 2, 3 hours on a
Right.
site, and that's just the way it is. Well,
Right.
that's not the mentality to have. It's like that's what I teach in my workshops. You can cut down on timing with
Yep.
every single aspect of, like, when I do a set right now, I'm breaking down, I'm going by the minutes. Like putting on
Right.
tips takes takes 1 minute. Trimming,
Yep.
cutting,
You got to find different steps that you can
you know.
minimize the time to save for the art, because the art is hard to rush, but the rest of the
Art
other steps
takes
of doing the
time.
nail, the tips, the shape, you can get all that fast.
Yes. But art takes time to practice, right? Once you get better and better, but the acrylic application, the foundation part is where you can learn.
Nice.
And that's what we do at the workshops.
Yep.
You cut down on timing with application,
You will save a lot of time,
the rest is
especially on
just,
the long nails.
you save a lot of time, man.
Wow.
Even save you 30 minutes.
Absolutely.
That's still better than nothing, right?
So these workshops are very interesting because when I was growing up, there wasn't a lot of workshops. Like my era in the nail industry was '05, bro. So there is no workshop. You just learn from what you see in the salon, same as you. Man, like what is the
Right.
I know.
I learned from Tino. I learned from Nail
But
Dad
the
and
crazy
Tino, bro.
thing
I didn't
is
even go
like
to any
all
workshops.
this workshop you guys are doing is so cool. Like what is your recommendation for these new nail tech who just get their license, like, and they want to elevate? Like, highly recommend it, or like what is the adventure of this, man? It sounds so exciting.
Hey, man, you just got, to be honest with you, I am so confident in myself right now. I I'm just so happy and blessed. Like, do you know, like, that moment when you feel good about it, like when you feel so damn confident in yourself and your skills that
Yeah,
I know I can
that's
teach
that feeling.
the
I know what
crowd.
you mean.
And I have a team to back me up. Like, when I go into a workshop, I'm confident. Like, I know that when you leave this workshop,
That's amazing.
life's gonna change, right? It is, bro. It is. I get choked up
Yeah,
just
it
thinking
is. It's
about
just
little
cool, man,
things like
because it's
this, man.
like
It's
you're making life so much easier for beginners. I mean, or even people who want to elevate. You're making them easy. Be like, oh, where can I take? Oh, I seen his work. I can just book. It's so convenient now compared to like who the hell do we go to learn?
I had a workshop in Reno, right, a couple weeks ago. I had this girl. She's in car school, about to get on the floor. Haven't touched acrylic yet, but she's like, you know what, Sean, I want to take your workshop just get a little preview, and then I might hop on. Bro, she was doing 2B's applications and manipulating the beat like
Wow.
nothing, just controlling the powder. And in the beginning, it just runs everywhere. After the workshop, I mean,
Oh yeah.
that makes me feel good, you know?
Man, that's just amazing, dude. Now, do you still have guest complaints? You still have guest complaint, like customer
You said what?
complaints once in a while? Oh, dude.
Yeah, probably a little running over a little bit. Running over time. Something, bro, I'm telling you, because sometimes I be pushing myself to the damn limit, man. I'll be over here taking 11
So
clients a day, and I'm like,
that's what they complain.
cause like I said, bro, if I
Yeah.
see my day, I only have like 6 clients. I was like, bro, make that shit 10, cause I got this. And then if it don't work out, somebody gonna get mad.
That's real right there, though.
But see, that's the thing. That's the difference.
Right,
But
right.
it's
It's
not
because you trying
about
to get the
money.
job done. You trying to get it right.
It's I just want to push myself. You know, like sometimes like people
Yeah,
having
yeah,
I
yeah.
just want to give myself a heart
You
attack. You know
you
what I'm
are
saying?
addicted to
I'm addicted.
130
I'm
beats per
addicted to
minute kind of
pressure.
guy. You want that adrenaline all day.
No, yeah. I just want to kill myself. I go in there and just
You
I
mentioned
love
that
that
now
pressure.
before, because I know we can talk all night. You mentioned this. Tell us a little glimpse that adrenaline that goes through your mind all day running 10 clients, bro. Like people say when people look at nail tech, they look at it just applying acrylic, putting shapes on, but they don't know what goes through our mind. We might having a conversation with the client and in our minds thinking about some damn thing, something else, right? Tell me about that mind process going through your head, bro.
Yeah. Listen, bro, you just gotta be numb. To be honest, when I go into work, no.
Oh my
You
God.
have to be numb. Like you can't your mind don't even think it because when you do this
Yeah.
consistently every single day, it doesn't
Man.
nothing phase me.
Well,
Nothing phase me, bro. My body's moving, my mind is chill.
you
It's
train yourself to be
is
like that.
what do you call that?
That's why, bro.
You train, bro. Yeah, your body. And guess what? And when I'm talking, my body's still moving fast. I can have it's like that
That's amazing, man. That's
multitask
hard to do. That's hard to do.
and moving fast.
Man,
It is. I mean, listen, bro. Anything that anything you want to do in life, you consistent with it, you're gonna get good at it.
I
That's just the way it is. You know, what we can do is to teach you the techniques and make it easier for you to understand. So you might learn like you might learn everything just a little faster, right? So it might take me 2 years to learn everything.
right,
You might learn it under a year, right? So just be consistent after that
man.
and you get there.
I don't know what else to say after that, dude. That's really deep, man. I appreciate everything you say is
Everything is deep,
so
man.
true,
Everything is
so
deep.
thoughtful. One last advice you can give anybody that will help them to grow in the nail industry at all levels. Like what thing you can give them that can grow them throughout the whole time of their life at any level.
Just be humble and stay grounded and don't let the crowd affect you. Don't let people around you affect you because most people that stroking your
Mm.
ego, it might be the devils,
Amen.
right? Um, and just be driven by passion and not by money. And I don't know, just start to really like, it's not what I mean by like not by money, is like really invest. And it's okay to give a couple free sets and charge less to build your portfolio, right? Especially for beginners. I'm just really speaking for beginners because, you know, once you're a beginner, you can go down
Real
the
quick.
wrong route real quick. You need good leaders. Like that's why the young generation, they need good leaders. And it can't be driven by, oh yeah, they charge $150, $200 a set. I'm trying to get like that. The shit don't last. Even me right now, I'm just a regular nail tech, but I'm very successful at the same time. So stay grounded. Like if I'm grounded, you should be too.
I agree with you, man.
Would you say
I mean,
so?
you say, bro, I'm just taking note because that's true. Everything we do, man, me, you, we all have to stay grounded because what we have today might not be promised tomorrow. But what we have today, we have to capitalize it and execute
Right.
it to its fullest so that you don't miss out on another opportunity
Right.
that you miss out in your
Yes.
past. Man, thank you so much, man, for joining this podcast, dude. I would love for you to come back one of these days. We'll dig some more holes and we talk about it, bro. What'd you think?
Yeah, for sure, man. Hey, and you know what? Good timing because my
Nice,
phone about
bro.
to die. Is at 2% right
If you
now.
guys have any
It's meant to
question,
be,
any
brother.
comment, leave it in the comment. Go follow the Nail Bender, amazing nail artist, keeping 100 on the Thai Life podcast. Thank you so much, brother. You are amazing. I hope you enjoyed it, though.
Hey, thank you for having me, bro. I loved it, bro.
Stay
You
up,
a real
brother.
motherfucker yourself.
Take
I
care.
love it.